Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm having my first ever supper. Now this is not a recipe or anything like that, it's just a preview of a project that I'm doing. Now a few weeks ago I received an email from people from my hometown, New Orleans, and they loved my cooking demonstration on YouTube so much that they wanted me to cook for them, and they wanted me to do a supper. Now I have never done a supper before, of course, and when they first told me about it, I said, no, I don't think that would be a good idea, because of transportation. And we came to an agreement, and I decided to go ahead and do the supper. Now, a supper is basically a plate of food. It has several different types of food on one plate, including dessert and a drink. And you sell it for $5, $10, or however many dollars you want to sell it for. And down in New Orleans, everyone, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people make suppers all the time. And I think the most common supper plate is the fish plate. You get fish with baked macaroni, green peas, potato salad, a cake, and a drink, and you might pay up to about $8 or maybe $10 for it, depending on the quantity of food that's in the plate. And people make these plates to serve 50 to 100 people. Now for me, by this being my first supper, I didn't want to go that route of doing something real big. I just wanted something very small, 8 to 10 people, and I'm straight. That's all I could ask for right there. So I had asked how many people did they want me, and they said about 8 people, and I said that's perfect, because I don't have to make this huge quantity of food, perfect. So I went ahead, bought the ingredients and everything, and now I am ready to rock and roll. Now of course I am very, very nervous about this. I've never done a supper before, so I'm looking forward to it. But then I told myself, I said, hey, I've cooked, I cook all this amazing food, and plus I cook these extraordinary Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all these other holiday meals in large quantities, and I should do this little supper for 8 people. I mean, come on, right? But no, I'm very, very nervous about it, and I just hope that everything comes out perfect. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a preview video of me cooking the food. I didn't necessarily cover everything, I'm just going to do certain little snippets of certain things that I'm going to be doing to prepare the suppers. And I hope you all enjoy the video. Now I'm going to get started by chopping up all of my seasonings, my onion, my celery, my bell pepper, my garlic, and my rosemary. Now here you see me preparing my garlic to stuff my roast with. And I take my garlic and I chop it into thin slices, so that way I can add it into my roast. Now I chop a whole lot of these because you're going to need a whole bunch to put in your roast, depending on the size of your roast. And you're also going to need some for seasoning. Now here you see me here preparing my rosemary. I'm going to remove the leaves off of the stem of the rosemary, and I'm going to chop that up until it's really, really fine, like coarse crumbs. As y'all can see, I'm chopping pretty quickly, like a machine. When I'm cooking and baking, I like to be to myself, nobody bothering me, stress-free, everything. I have to be at peace when I'm cooking and baking. That's it. We're back. We're going to get started by rinsing off all of our meat. Here I'm rinsing off my pickle tips, and I have about 4 pounds of this. And I'm going to be using these pickle tips to add into my collard greens. And I have to boil these twice. I have to boil it the first time to get the salt out, and then the second time I boil it with my collard greens. And here you see me here rinsing off my roast. Gotta rinse that off really good. Now while I was doing the supper, while I was preparing everything, someone had called me and asked, can I do some cupcakes for them? So I said, sure, why not? So I'm decorating that now so I can get back to doing my work. And this is how it looks. I did a pretty good job. Breast cancer awareness. Okay, here I have my pie dough for my pie crust, and I'm just going to knead that in a few times. I'll shape that into a little rectangle, and I'm just going to roll this out. And I'm going to be making my sweet potato pie squares with this. I'm just going to peel that dough off, and I have the perfect square. Look at how beautiful that looks. Just perfect. I'm going to add that into my pan. Now this time I'm using a 13 by 9 inch pan. So these sweet potato pie squares are going to be much taller with using this pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my collard greens. I'm going to remove the stem off of each collard green leaf. Just going to cut that stem out. And I have so many bunches of collard greens I have to cut. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of work, y'all. A lot of work. That's how it is when you're cooking from scratch. But it'll all pay off in the end, and everything will be well worth it. Now I'm going to take my greens and I'm going to chop them now. And I'm going to peel my sweet potatoes for my sweet potato pie squares. And I also peeled my potatoes for my potato salad as well. And as a special bonus, I'm going to be making some cornbread muffins. Even though they didn't ask for it, I'm going to go ahead and prepare it anyway. Because I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you must have cornbread with collard greens. There's just no way that you can't. Now here I have my greens. I'm going to go ahead and rinse those off. And as you can see, that's a lot of water. I like water. I enjoy it. And for my potato salad, I'm just going to go ahead and add all of my seasonings in there. And I learned how to make potato salad from my grandmother just by watching her. I remember one Easter Sunday she was in her kitchen making potato salad, and I was just watching. I just glanced. I pretended like I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing, but I was watching. And I took some of her methods and I combined them with my own way, and now I make a very good potato salad. I think I make my potato salad better than her though. I can't say that though to her, but I think so. And this is it. This is how it's going to look. Now, somebody had commented on one of my videos and told me that my potato salad looked like cream potato salad. And a lot of people don't know that there's 3 different textures to potato salad. There's the chunky potato salad with the chunks of potatoes in it. And there's the very thick potato salad that you can basically scoop into a bowl and it'll hold together like ice cream. And then there is the creamy potato salad, like how I have here. It's pretty creamy, but it's still very, very thick. And this is how my grandmother made it. I'm going to take my garlic slices and I'm going to add it into the roast. Now, roast is one of my absolute favorite foods to eat, especially for the holidays. The holidays are not the holidays without roast on the table. And my grandmother used to fix this every holiday when I was a kid, and I absolutely love it. Roast is the favorite part of my holiday meal. I said it as a child, and I still say it now. It was my favorite back then, and it's my favorite now. I just don't eat it much. I eat it like once or twice a year. And I'm going to put a little oil on top of there. Sprinkle some rosemary on top of there. And I'm just going to add a little bit of meat seasoning on top of there. And I'm just going to rub that all around the roast. Now, as you can see, I only added a little bit of seasoning, and that's really all you need, okay? We don't really need to add a lot of salt, as we're already going to add things to it that's already going to have salt in it, so we don't need to add salt on top of salt. And here you see me here. Right now I am searing the roast browning the roast on all sides, because remember, we're putting this in a slow cooker, so in the slow cooker can't achieve this right here, so I have to sear it first. And there we have it. It's nice, beautiful golden brown color. Now it's ready to be put into the slow cooker for 8 hours. Here I have some oil that was released from my beef roast, and I'm going to add some flour to it, and we're going to make a roux with that. And yes, that is all the oil that was released from my roast. I just took it and added it into a pan, let it melt, and now I'm making a roux with it. And I just want to get this to a brown color. That's it. And there we have it. And as you can see, it is a brown color. I'm going to go ahead and make a nice and delicious beef gravy with this. Just going to take my liquid and stuff that I had from my roast and just add that in there, let it simmer, and that's it. And this is how it looks when we're done. As you can see, it's beef gravy. Looks good. And here we have our collard greens that I've cooked, and I've taken the water that I boiled my pickle meat in, and I've just simmered the collard greens with that, and I didn't really add any seasoning to it. Now for the final part. Now this is the most important part when it comes to everything that you do with cooking and baking. Once you finish cooking and baking, you must clean everything. And even while you're cooking and baking, you must make time to at least clean some things off. So that way, you know what I'm saying, you'll have room, and that way when you're done, everything will be clean. You know, gotta be clean when you cook or bake. And of course, the stove has to be wiped off too. Absolutely. I've been cooking on it all day. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Here are our supper plates with the finished product. And everything looks good. Hey y'all, we're back. I hope you all enjoyed the little snippets of video, and I hope you all was able to get to see all the finished product of all the food that I had to do. Some parts had to get cut off because by the time the people came to come get the food, I was basically in a rush. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this done. Oh, I gotta prepare this. Oh, so it was pretty messy toward the end because I was really in a rush. This supper has been a wonderful experience, and I learned a whole lot, and I am looking forward to my next one. Now, hopefully my next one I can serve a little bit more people and be a little bit more prepared next time. I think that's one of the main things. I mean, I was able to cook everything, but some things I got caught up in doing some other things and wasn't prepared. It's also food-wise because people was trying to order from me while I was order cupcakes and stuff from me while I was trying to prepare the supper, so I had to take care of that. And oh my goodness, I'm telling you, I've been on my feet for the past 2 days. I have never sat down, literally, and my feet are killing me right now, like I've been on an 8 to 16 hour job. But you know, I mean, I worked hard to make sure that everything was perfect. Plus I had to get up and walk my little 6 miles, and oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired as I don't know what. But anyways, let's get to the results, shall we? Because I know that's what everybody wants to hear, right? Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and read you the results. Okay. Now, I did receive a phone call and everything, but I want to read the email. Now, I hope they don't mind. I hope they don't. This is it right here. Baby, we love the food. So many people want to order next time. Everything was delicious. The roast was tender, the gravy was the bomb, the greens were fair, and the potato salad was amazing. We plan to order in the near future. Awesome job. Now, after all this hard work, after hearing that, just imagine how it makes me feel right now. I mean, I feel so proud of myself. I feel very happy that I was able to do it, and it's amazing. it was basically a sigh of relief, because once I donated those plates, I mean, I was literally pacing. I was nervous as hell. I was like, oh my goodness, what they gonna do? I wonder what they gonna say. That's all I kept thinking about. I was like, I was very, very nervous about it. And when they called me and they told me, I was just absolutely relieved. I was, oh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, but I'm very happy that everything came out great and everybody enjoyed their food, and I am definitely looking forward to mine. Making another supper next time, sometime in the near future, hopefully. Yeah. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and that's it. Peace.